All right, everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to be starting a 4-part series on 4 different soups we can make in the spring season. We are using our slow cooker on this platform because we're here to maximize our time and effort. So I've devised 4 wonderful soups that you can make this spring season with ingredients that will allow you to transition from the winter into the spring and enjoy your best cooking phase and also eat super healthily and deliciously at home. The gut microbiome, that's a topic that everybody can't get out of their mouth. I'm not an expert in it, but I do know one thing: fiber is king. And where does fiber come from? It comes from plenty of fruits and vegetables. As a plant-based eater, I get a lot of them, and I am here to help you eat more plants in your every single day life, in your routine. And so these recipes are going to be perfect for you when you need them. I'm going to show you all how to make a super quick and delicious slow cooker sweet potato peanut stew. I love the taste of peanuts. It reminds me of Thai curry flavor, so we're going to be making that today. And because this recipe is made in the slow cooker, I'm actually going to set it on overnight. So right now it's approximately 6 p.m. and all I have to do is toss all of my ingredients together in my slow cooker, add some veggie broth to make it all simmer, and then let it run overnight. The morning after, I'm going to adjust seasonings, and I'm also going to add some spinach because I love to add a little bit of greens in my stew. You can also opt for kale. This is completely up to you. So this will be our sweet potato peanut stew. So I recently got a new crock pot and I really love it. It's actually the biggest one you can get. Correction, I got it for Christmas from my husband. Definitely bigger than the normal crock pot I always use, and I highly recommend it. Also, if you guys have been watching videos on the channel, I finally have a working timer. I think it can cook up to 24 hours, but it definitely cooks up to 15. So this cooker is spot on, and I can't wait to cook with it often because it makes a really big portion. So for families out there with lots of people, this is perfect for you all. You want to start by dicing all of your veggies: 1 whole onion, 2 bell peppers, and 6 sweet potatoes. And I also gathered all of my other ingredients: 3 tablespoons of tomato paste and red lentils for high protein. I doubled this recipe, so everything that's in the description will be the base recipe, and I choose to double it. So make sure that you note that all the ingredients I state in the audio are the doubled version. For our spices, I am a huge fan of really spiced stews. It's just comforting, and we're still in the winter months, but I think stews are perfect year round, especially if you're using the slow cooker. So for the spices, we're going to be using paprika. You can use sweet or smoked, definitely ginger. So with the slow cooker, I really prefer to use dry, ground, like pulverized spices. It makes it super easy to just pop everything in there. So I have ground ginger rather than fresh minced ginger, and then I have garlic powder, a bit of cumin, in addition to some black pepper and turmeric. You always want to add black pepper whenever you're using turmeric because it activates its anti-inflammatory properties. I put it in my coffee every single morning because you never know. I'm not going to be adding salt to this stew because we're going to be using veggie broth that's pre-made. So I have a veggie broth recipe on my channel. We love it, but sometimes you are short on time. On this platform, we're catering to people who really need to save time. And that's me, honestly, every single day, but most often than not, I need a time-saving hack. So I like to get the Better Than Bouillon seasoned veggie base. It's really easy to use. You just pop it in. It does have like preservatives and a couple ingredients that are not great, but I still do have some on occasion, and it just makes life a little bit easier. I'm a normal person just like everybody else. We're just gonna add our spice mixture. I'm gonna leave it all in the description, the exact measurements of everything, right into our stew. And then we add our peanut butter, our veggie broth, and that's it, because we've added our sweet potato, the lentils, the onion, and the red bell pepper. Comes together in like 15 minutes, guys. It's the best. Add all of your spices to your veggies that you've added to your slow cooker. Make sure they're really nicely mixed, and add 6 to 8 cups of water or veggie broth. I did water to begin, and then I added enough until it was more or less level with the area that I wanted. Because I doubled this recipe, I used quite a bit of water, and then I added 2 heaping tablespoons of veggie bouillon that is completely store-bought. I added peanut butter, a 1/4 cup for the regular recipe, a 1/2 cup for my doubled recipe that I'm featuring here. It seems like a ton of peanut butter, but this is a peanut sweet potato stew, so it makes sense when you add it all in there. Make sure to combine. If you want to use an immersion blender for the peanut butter, you can, but we're going to do this at the end. Cook for 10 to 12 hours on low overnight. It's completely up to you. Okay, so that stew is just gonna cook overnight. You can even do 12 hours if you want, but sometimes the sweet potatoes get a little too mushy for my liking, so that's completely up to you. And now I can go do whatever I want. Tomorrow, we're just gonna wake up, give it a quick mix, and then we can add spinach to it, adjust the seasonings, and I like to serve it with just a little bit of lemon juice or lime juice and fresh parsley, and you have meals for at least 4 days, depending on how large your party is. But definitely if it's one person, a whole week. If there are multiple of you, I'd venture to say at least 3 or 4 days. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Once your soup has cooled down just a little bit, take off the lid and with an immersion blender or a Vitamix, start to blend your soup. I like to blend my soup only partially because I do like to have some larger chunks of sweet potato and also red lentils, but this is completely up to your preference. You can make this as smooth or as chunky as you prefer. Add 4 cups of spinach or kale to your soup. When you're ready to serve, I love to add a little bit of cilantro or fresh parsley, nice raw peanuts, and some hot sauce because I really like the additional vinegary taste. I hope you guys really enjoyed this recipe, and I'll see you next Saturday for more. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Have a good one.